Hello there, YouTube family. Life's a game back once again, guys. Back once again with yet another video, guys. Not exotic gifts for random agents, guys. Not exotic gifts for randoms. This one will be a showcase regarding Legendary Summit. I was guiding these group of agents through this, guys. We got Legendary Summit for directives. I've seen various agents go through Legendary Summit. It's not like, the hardest area. It's usually, as I was telling these agents here, as I told you guys many times before, Legendary Summit is more or less a watered down version of Legendary. Putting directives on it definitely does add to it and allows it to kind of touch up in the area that a regular Legendary mission would be at. But nonetheless, guys, as I said before, in the past, respectively, that Legendary Summit is just a test for real Legendary as any other difficulty, guys. So if you played on Heroic in this, it's just a test for Heroic difficulty. The missions are always harder, guys. So just a heads up in that just before we get started, respectively, guys. It's nice to be back. For all of you guys joining in. You guys know how it is. Like I said, I'm doing my IRL obligations, in real life obligations, guys, and trying to just mesh it well with my upload timing and my upload time and the videos I have to do. And just the time I have to respectively upload, guys. I'm trying to just all mesh it together where I can work to have a comfortable level. And you guys know how that is. So it's going to be videos here and there. However, I do have more videos coming, each weekend. I'm going to try and ensure that I get some stuff out here to you guys, but I just want to demonstrate with you guys in this video. I'm not going to rant off too much. I have other stuff going on, some more live streams, hopefully another live stream tonight, guys, so be prepared for that. But right now, guys, I kind of just want to show you how I ran with these agents here. I'm going to go ahead and get into it with them, get into it with you guys on who they were. Depending on who stays and who leaves, obviously, some agents stay, some go. We're just doing some Legendary Summit for directives here, guys, just looking to, kind of capitalize on some exotics, trying to farm for some exotics, respectively. That just was our goal. And I said, sure, I'll help these agents out. I asked for a random team for Directive Summit, and I was like, if anybody's up for that, we can go ahead and get into it. So like I said, not every single agent, as you're seeing here, of these guys ran Legendary or was used to running it, and I did ask that throughout playing this mission as I had my mic on. I think one or two of them also had their mics on. I know Tozin, he had his on for that time being. I'm not sure if he stays. I think he actually does end up staying, guys, the entire time, but it is what it is. But yeah, we're just kind of going into Legendary Summit, guys. We kind of just went in there and we're trying to farm for like some exotics, guys, like myself. I haven't really been ever seeking a specific exotic out, because any exotic I seek out, I definitely could highly attain. But there has been an exotic that's been out, that's there right now. That's within the respective loot pool, I believe. And I can't quite put my finger on exactly what the name of that exotic was before. Again, but I think it's something to do with the pistol, guys, and it's like a fast firing pistol. So that is an exotic I am looking at, guys. I can honestly say that much. That definitely is an exotic that I'm interested in. And it's just one of those things, guys, that I'm like, I'm kind of like just starting to kind of look at some exotics and farm for them. I know it's not the Tempest. I forgot the name of it though. It's a certain exotic, guys. So the name of it is a Tempest, guys, and it's a automatic pistol. So it's like, it's pretty interesting, guys. It's the first actually fully automatic exotic pistol within the Division 2. So it's like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, you know what? Kind of want that to drop. Shall it drop here, guys? We shall see. But I'm kind of like just kind of farming for that. I think eventually I'll end up getting it. Haven't been on as of recently a lot enough to farm it. I feel like if I had one cool straight day to play this game, I definitely would get it, considering the content I run. But like I said, guys, I would definitely love to pair that up and probably enhance some of my builds with that one, or make like another version of one of my builds, specifically the one I use with the Liberty. That would be very interesting, guys. That's all I can say. As far as what it does, the talent and all that stuff, I gotta still look a lot of that stuff up, but it looks like a very excellent pistol, and from what I'm seeing, guys, that looks like it could be the gun of the hour, more or less. I mean, I believe there's a backfire, but that gun, I believe, puts hurt on your character. So like I said, guys, I believe the Tempest is something that definitely is to get. If you have a tank build, you definitely want to have that gun. I feel like that gun is definitely a game changer. And it is something I definitely am seeking after, guys. I haven't gotten it. I haven't had enough time to be on here to do it. But it's kind of funny. All the legendary stuff I run, sometimes the game will just throw me the cold shoulder, guys. They'll throw me the cold shoulder a lot, and it just won't give me the some of the stuff I'm looking for and whatnot, despite the content, despite the directives, and everything else. But for the most part, guys, I have everything I want. There's no exotic I'm looking at that I want that I do not have. So anytime I hone in on an exotic, guys, and I'm like, I want this exotic, it definitely, you better believe that I'm going to have that exotic soon. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys some gameplay with that one, and some top level missions. And like I said, guys, have fun with it, make it happen. And yeah, if you guys haven't already, respectively, hit that like button and that hype button, HYPE, most importantly, guys, hype button. So other agents can see these videos, guys. I'm just taking you guys through a stroll realistically of Legendary Summit and what it takes to get it done. Playing with these agents here, we're like just farming on it, and at the same time I was teaching them as I was doing the respective farm, guys. So there is that. But on that note, let's go ahead and get into some of these agents here and see exactly you know, what's going on and exactly who I'm running with, guys. So the first guy up, Shoot on Sight, he was pretty decent. This agent is Shade 5944. He played decently well. There was times where this agent actually ran up a lot at certain points, as you guys will see, and we're in certain positions, certain spots where I wouldn't rather have him in. But I know they said that they were putting like a turret down or something like that, but I'm like, sometimes you have to throw that depending on the situation. So yeah, I think he was decently solid. Like I said, guys, this is a learning experience. Not all of these guys were experts at Legendary, and as I said, guys, as you're seeing from the shade that these guys are, I just say Shade's just a number after 1K, given the watch benefits that the 1K Shade will give you. Following that, it's just how much time you have to play and what content you're playing. Matter of fact, guys, I was kind of like, I'm kind of thinking, or I'm like an advocate of like, they should rank your Shade off of the type of content you do to build your Shade. So if it's mostly Legendary, I don't know, there should be like a gold star next to your Shade or something indicating that you grew your Shade off of Legendary content, or you grew your Shade off of Heroic, maybe a green star, blue star for challenging, you know, red star for hard, and so on and so forth. There should be like an emphasis, like this is what this player, majority of content that this player played was this is how he built his Shade. So then people will know exactly what type of player you are. If you're a raid type player, there'll be a star color for raid players that are like, all they do is raids. They built their content mostly off of raid content. Like wherever you gain the most levels, whatever type of content you gain the most levels doing is what should show, the color of star that should show. I think the devs should do that, and then that will give you even a much better sense, or give us a much better sense of totally exactly who we're running with and what type of agent it is. I'm just saying, like, think about that. Because if I had the star I had, I guess, with all my content being Legendary, people obviously know, okay, so this guy's the real deal. Majority of, everything he does mostly is Legendary content. Like, they would know that. I wouldn't have to say anything. And I feel like people should be rewarded for that. The devs want people to play their toughest content. Obviously, if you asked them, Yannick or any one of them, Daria or whoever it is, they would say yes. They would highly implore that they would want you to play Legendary. And if you feel that you're up for that, then definitely, yeah, it is a tough challenge. But they ultimately do want players. Crazy as it sounds, guys, every game, the hardest difficulty, they want players playing that because it shows everything in the game. And believe it or not, it could show flaws in the game. It could show how the game shines. I think on the hardest mode of any game, it shows like the grit of the game, and it shows just exactly how well the game shines. And I'm like, knowing that and considering that, I just honestly feel that the devs should like incorporate something into the game to reward those players that play that type of content in order to, you know, further catapult the game. That's just how I see it in a sense. As you're seeing me fire on this red enemy here, guys, but like I said, as I was saying there, I just kind of left it there on a pause for just a second. It's like I feel like people that play certain content should be rewarded for this stuff. Like if you move up from hard to heroic, or like people should be able to know that if that's how you play majority of your content, then you know, you don't have to say anything much. Like whatever your specialty is, it's more or less shown through the star, the color of the star you have next to your shade level. They need to do something like that, guys. I mean, correct me if I say is wrong. You guys tell me, but I'm just gonna be honest about it. I'm like, I just feel like they definitely can capitalize on that, and I feel like something could be done on that because it would further show what type of agent you're dealing with exactly. Like what, they might have a high shade level, but how did they attain majority of that shade? Was it just farming control points? Was it just on heroic difficulty? Yeah, farming control points or challenging farming control points, so the stars will change depending on the difficulty level. It just depends, guys. So like I said, guys, I just feel like that would be very cool. It wouldn't tell you exactly what you did, but it will just show agents what you earned majority of your shade level through, whether that be heroic, challenging, hard, legendary, whatever it might be, normal mode, whatever it might be, guys. It would show what you earned majority of your shade through, which would make sense, which is why you'd have that color star there. So I just feel like that's something, guys. I don't know. You tell me if I'm wrong. I think about this stuff a lot. But it is what it is, guys. You see us taking out these guys in the back here. A lot more drones trying to come on us. It's like third one there. Exploded. Okay, so like I said, guys, the summit, you want to keep back, and in the summit you want to just make sure that you're learning every room. You want to just keep patient, distant, focus, guys, and that's what you want to do. But going back to the agents again, I kind of went off par a little bit, or before I get back to the agents, guys, but it's more or less what I was saying about the Division 2 and the legendary. Every key game wants players to play their hardest content, and obviously, as I said before already, I won't linger too long on that. They want to be rewarded. Obviously, players that do that, they should be rewarded for doing that type of content and wanting to indulge in that and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and back to the agents. So I said shoot on sight. It was pretty good, guys. He was pretty normal, following directions at times, but like I said, they pushed a little much agents. If you're watching, there were some times where it was yeah, you just gotta just pick the spots at times, and it is what it is, one step at a time. Legendary 4 directives, guys. I cannot fault them if somebody goes down, but like I said, as long as they follow directions and listen to what I'm saying, and nobody should be going down as often. Okay, and we also got now second from WNS clan, Chief Aramaki, and this guy, I think he was playing decently well enough. Like I said, if I'm not mistaken, there may have been some times he might have gone down at certain instances, but like I said, for the most part, decently well enough, guys. My memory will be recalled a lot more as we're going into it right here now. As we go into it again, I'll see stuff and things will be like I said, if I got to mention anything, guys, I'll let you know. But for the most part, this agent, he played decently well. Like I said, guys, had decently well teammates that could, get the job done, and they needed a task at hand. So that's what it's about. And I think the most interesting agent on our team right here is shade number 68, Tozen, Tozen 1, which, by the way, his shade is very, very low in the sense of he doesn't even have the 1K boost from the watch. So there was that. So I would have to eventually tell him sometimes just not to push at all, because having a shade like that, I'm not even saying shade's the end-all be-all, guys. As I said before, between shade 55 and 69, I believe, I beat my first legendary mission, and that's when it was brand new, and they were bullet spongy and all that stuff. So you can get it done, but you got to know what you're doing. But for the most part, a lot of agents that run with me, sometimes they'll feel that the legendary mission is easy or whatever the heck it is, and they'll just start kind of pushing up a little bit, and I gotta kind of tell them to kind of back it up. We are doing well, but don't start thinking it's just heroic or challenging difficulty, because once you do that and these guys get you on your heels just for a second and you don't know it's coming, that could lead to an entire wipe. So as you'll see in some of these instances here, so as I'm saying, guys, you just want to totally keep composure, and you just want to keep it going. And I'm just showing this again, guys, just for demonstration. This is literally just for demonstration. It's literally, I'm just trying to kind of show you guys that are new to legendary. For anybody that's new to it or still trying to kind of figure out the movement, that's who this video is for. So I want you guys to examine this. If you're still listening to this right now, guys, I highly appreciate it. But what I want you guys to do, for you agents still listening right now here that are highly interested in this, type of content, is I want you to just examine this, the movement and what's going on, and the pace of it, and everything that's happening, guys. Because by understanding this, what happens is you get to the level where you can respectively run a legendary mission, you know, and you know what's going on, and you can keep your pace. Because legendary missions are about pacing, guys. Patience, distance, focus, I always say, but you got to know the pacing of it, and you have to know what you're getting into. You know, it's like getting on a treadmill. You know, if you knew that the treadmill is going to be going 60 miles per hour while you're running, so you're going to have to kind of be sprinting. Or let's just be more realistic about, like, maybe, I don't know, 30 miles per hour, 25 miles per hour. You got to kind of run a little faster, you know, depending on the speed of what it's going. You'd want to know, you know, if a treadmill is going 5 miles per hour or if it's going 40 miles per hour when you get on. Like, you want to be like, hey, I want to know this. I don't want to get on the treadmill thinking it's going 5 miles per hour and it's really going 20 miles per hour. It's like, that's not a good feeling. You'll fall flat on your face. So I only emphasize that just to say that you got to more or less just understand what you're getting yourself into when you're going into like these missions, the pacing. It's good to know that, because that way you don't jump the gun. You know exactly what you're dealing with. And that kind of just falls in a testament, guys, of how I always say, how people always ask me, how do I know how to move? I'm like, I know the pacing of the mission. I know when the enemy's too close, depending on what build I have, or regardless of what build, depending on the enemy. If it's a Chunga, I know like how when it gets too close, what to do and how to move, because you're supposed to know that. Like after a while, you will know that. I kind of say you're supposed to, but more or less the thing is, you play it enough, you will. And it's like once you get to that, that's just pacing. You want to know all that stuff, and it adds into the mission. It makes you more knowledgeable, makes you be able to be more knowledgeable for your team. So there's that, guys, and you always want that. So we are at door 33 here now. We were checking on some stuff for like a second here. I think it paused up for just a sec. Yeah, we were kind of ensuring everybody was good. And we're going to go ahead and get right back into it, guys, as we open the door here. And yeah, you're seeing it. We're kind of just making our way up, guys. We started on floor 31, I believe. But yeah, I'm just showing this, guys. I'm showing the summit for directives just to show you guys how it is, and just the positioning of stuff and how to run it, guys. Once you can do this type of stuff, that's when you start tackling legendary missions. You don't have to turn any directives on in legendary missions until you really know the mission, and you start really becoming familiar with the tempo of it and exactly what you're dealing with. That's when you do that. But yeah, just in general, like I said, guys, a regular legendary mission is usually a lot harder than summit, even with some directives on. I think once you put directives on in summit, it kind of makes it, in a sense, and near enough a legendary mission, but not, I wouldn't say entirely there from my personal experience. It's just things that I know, guys. This is from playing Division for like a while. Like, it's kind of the same thing as like the Washington DC heroic missions, and then Warlords of New York heroic missions. The Warlords of New York heroic missions are a lot harder, and as I will say, the same thing with Battle for Brooklyn. I feel Battle for Brooklyn heroic missions are harder than Warlords of New York. And the devs they kind of always do that, like in a way they always kind of add something. I mean, it might be the purple flame, maybe the reason, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, guys, we want to keep honed in. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the video. We want to keep honed in, but yeah, my point still stands. As I said, the devs, they kind of up the challenge of the content when you go to different DLCs and whatnot, and that's just in relation to the summit legendary as opposed to mission legendary, guys. So there's that, and yeah. So it's always good to get this out there, guys. Like I said, we're farming for some exotics, and you guys know how it is. You guys know how that goes. I was telling my team there, you kind of want to watch the map as that guy came in as we put him down already. You want to be able to just be watching. You don't want anybody to be able to just walk through like that. Because sometimes, you know, like in certain missions, I could have took the mini map off, but for my group here, I was like, no, I think it'll be highly beneficial. Obviously, if you're teaching somebody or showing them, they want to make sure they have the mini map to learn how the enemies move and what's going on. because you don't want to go into a mission blinded with no map and you never did your homework as far as how these enemies move or anything. That could be done. It's just you'd have to keep at crucial distance in order to have that done. Have patience. So there's that, guys. So you see us working them here, guys. Just utilizing patience, distance, focus again, guys. This is Legendary Summit. 4 directives, no modifiers, random agents. Just trying to chill and kind of see, like, you know, like how these guys run it. And, you know, just getting it done, guys. Showing you that this stuff can get done as long as you guys are all on the same page. All these type of missions can get done. I know the summit's not the hardest, as I said before, guys. Many agents I've seen do this stuff. Some solo with multiple directives on. So it is what it is. Like I said, it's a testing ground. I look at the summit as a testing ground. Not saying it's the easiest walk in the park, because obviously it can present its own respective challenges for sure. But for the most part, it's a training ground for whatever difficulty you're playing on, or you're looking to play like a mission on, looking to move up from hard to challenging. You'd want to go to a challenging summit in here and play it on challenging, and get used to that, and then you can go ahead and make that respective jump. But yeah, guys, it's always good though. It's great to be like, you know, just be able to get another upload out, guys. I've been like away for a bit, and I do understand that. I get it. Not a bit, but I mean, like, I'm doing my live streams and whatnot. But as far as getting Division 2 videos out and all that stuff, I know the Pact is out. There's a lot going on with that, but I'm realistically just waiting for some legit, really new, brand new stuff from Division 2. Survivors mode, maybe like perhaps another legendary incursion, or maybe a new raid. Like I said, I'm just waiting for something like that, guys, in order to really jump back on it, because as you guys see, no matter what comes out for this game, I'm on here doing this, doing legendary content, and there's people that before in that past I would ask respectively, oh, is Masters or Legendary harder? Obviously, Legendary is way ahead of Masters, guys. The Masters is kind of just like a heroic with more enemies. I've heard various multiple key source agents tell me it's not like Legendary. People run through Masters, burn through it, but they still cannot beat one Legendary mission, guys. So, you know what it is. My main focus is Legendary content, and just, you know, high-level elite content at that. Whether that be incursion, raids, Division 2, Legendary missions, whatever it might be, guys. But that's just my main thing is just high-level content, so I don't really delve in other things much else outside of it. It just is what it is. It's where my love like stands in this game, so it just is what it is, guys. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on the list, guys, as I went once again away from it. So we got Chief Armaki. He listens to like a decent enough degree. And then we had Tozen 1, which that's who I was discussing earlier just before, but I was saying that he didn't get the full effects of his shade, because he's only at 69 and he's not past 1K. But for the most part, I guess the guy was playing, you know, decently well. But I believe, Agent, if you are hearing this, Tozen 1, you're pushing a bit. And I'm like, hey, when you're playing at a mission like this, you want to make sure you just stay back, fight like in a key spot. And I do tell them, obviously, during this run as well. So I started seeing him go, you see like where he's at right now? Like, I always implore him. I'd be like, you guys, you definitely got to watch it from where you're at, because these guys will bombard you. Like, the thing about Legendary guys is that they could have like a distance like away from us, but the whole key point is that they could still see us from all the way back there. They could still like see us from back there, and they still hit us the same way as if they were like right in front of me. If they were like this whole like couch right here right in front of me, they hit me as if they're standing right there when they do hit. And I don't know how I got hit by that, but somehow, okay, it got me with that somehow. And I thought I got back through the door. So I was telling my team, let's just kind of back it up. They're trying to bombard us with drones, grenades, trying to nade spam. We got like a mutt coming in, one of these robotic dogs. I was telling them to take him out. So like I said, guys, this is one step at a time. And like I said, Legendary Summit's an excellent area, guys. I used to live here before I started taking on Legendary missions the way you see me doing them now. Because what this does is it gets you ready for that level of rigor and that level of like, you know, like just what you will be expecting, although it's not all the way there. But when you put directives on in this, it kind of does, it puts you in that position of being in an actual legendary, realistic legendary mission. And if you can handle Summit with 4+ directives, and I don't see how you couldn't beat a legendary mission or couldn't get through it. Like, be able to have, if you had a solid team, you would definitely be able to get through it. So I just show you guys these things just for those of you that are struggling. I know there's some that are highly struggling with legendary content. You guys probably watch my videos, no matter what you do. You're like, how the hell is he doing that? I can never do that. This is that. I'm just showing you guys this to let you know it's got to start somewhere. And like I said, if you're not used to legendary like that, guys, which I know, like I said, majority and probably a lot of my audience might not be actually used to this content like that at this level of difficulty, and that's fine. It's just if that's the case, guys, you got to do practice. You got to crawl before you can walk. You got to walk before you can run. You know, it just is what it is, guys. You got to jump before you can fly. It's just one of those things. Can't get to 3 unless you go to 2. Get past 2, so it's like it's just one of those things. Like you gotta like just keep with it and understand that you do need practice in doing this. It's not just you watch me or any other content creator, you see me just run through this stuff. It's like it takes time to know it. As I'm knowing it, guys, and I apologize for that. I don't think I ever like respectively like emphasize. I think I did emphasize it, but I need to emphasize it a little more because some people see my play and just the reason why, guys, is because I've been through it so many times. I'm not saying I don't go down or anything. It's just I have a lot of experience with it to the point I know like how to run it or where to tell people to go based off of the battlefield and what I'm seeing and how I'm seeing it take shape and what I'm seeing happen based off of a plethora of experiences, guys. So it's like what you realistically want to do, which is why I say you guys got to definitely hear what I'm saying just as much as watching the wonderful content. You want to also like just be very attentive to what I'm also saying as I'm showing you, because that the key lay in what you know sometimes, guys. Not just what you're seeing, it's what you know, and if you know how to move, that's where the whole thing comes in. And that I just want you guys to be able to take note of that, because that's respectively how you'll get the win realistically. Okay, so as you see us still on floor 33 here, as we're still battling it out, as you see me running back to the door here. I think I'm running back here to actually go and get some more ammo, guys, actually. So I was running low and I was like, you know what, let me go back and get some. But like I said, guys, yeah, you want to like just you want to just know like your spots. That's what it all comes down to, guys. And I can't stress it enough. In Legendary Summit, this is where you learn all of it. This is where all the platform 9 3/4 and everything else comes into play. Respectively, it all comes into play here, guys, and that's why I'm showing this one again. Patience, distance, focus, guys. I want you to just watch and just take note of how to move and you know what to do in certain situations and how to respect the enemies, guys. You always have to have respect for legendary enemies. I always tell all my teammates that. Never start just pushing in on them. A lot of clanmates, close Discord friend groups and whatnot will push on legendary because they have a lot of their builds complement each other. They make specific or certain types of builds, so and that helps out in that, but that's not a more realistic approach to how majority of agents play this. A lot of agents don't have teams like that to be able to run it with like that. So I'm trying to show you guys how to do this stuff with randoms, guys. Don't know these guys from Adam. Always cool to meet new players and stuff, but like I said, guys, most importantly, it's always great to win with new key players and be able to get a job done that even some of them themselves probably thought they probably couldn't do. So there is that. As you're seeing us battle it here, guys, and bombarding. And like I said, guys, with legendary, how I say patience is always the first one. That's why I say patience, distance, focus. PDF. You want to have patience because that allows you to be able to fight and just set everything up. Even when it seems like there's no opening or nothing's happening, you literally like can set it up. Like you set them up for them to come to you. As I said before, even when you feel like there's nothing going on, there actually is something happening. There's a lot going on, but you just got to keep your composure. And patience plays such a vital, crucial role in keeping your respective composure in order to ensure success on the mission, and ensure victory on the mission, and get the job done, guys, in the right way. So as you're seeing down here, this one's going back and forth. And notice these guys are all the way in the bottom, guys. So there is that. That's pretty tough there. And that sense in and of itself. But yeah, guys, this is Legendary Summit of 4 Directive with random agents, guys. No modifiers at all. I'm not going to spend my entire time speaking on this entire video, guys, but I will respectively allow you guys to see the entire showcase of what's happening and what's respectively going on here. As a lot of you guys don't want to know, but I feel like I went over it quite a lot. My key thing is just to ensure to you guys that you guys are seeing how it's done and what's exactly going through my mind as what's happening and what's going on. That way you guys will kind of get, a better idea of when to move by what I'm saying and, like, just what's going on. We're in here for quite a little bit, so I know this video might touch a little bit in length, but for those of you guys that highly appreciate videos like this, you can definitely go stay tuned in and watch it and just see how I move, guys. It's not going to be a full commentary video, but I shall say, though, that one of the agents, I forgot which one it was, got the St. Elmo's. They were looking for it for some time, so that's good, guys. We got something to drop for somebody in here. But as I said, guys, the Tempest, we shall see when that gun drops for me, guys. I'm not sure if it can open from a if I can get it from an opened exotic cache. I have quite an amount of those, but we shall see, guys. We shall see. But like I said, guys, Summit is a great practicing ground. I cannot stress it enough. It's for all the hardcore agents. I know a lot of hardcore agents watch me. A lot of the ones at least that I know are interested in me. They do a lot of high level content. So what I will say is practice and use the Summit as respectively need be, because that's what it's there for, guys. It's for you to be able to test yourself out and be able to see, can you run these missions? Are you comfortable being able to take the damage? Although it's nerfed in the Summit from the actual original missions and stuff, it's going to give you an idea of what you're dealing with. And believe me, if you can handle it here, I've never seen anybody that can handle Legendary Summit that couldn't handle Legendary missions. Although at times some people that came in here new to Legendary that could handle this easy found out fast in a mission how different a mission is, and that there's things to learn and know, obviously. And even if they get bashed, it's not how you fall, guys. As you've heard the saying many times, it's how you get up. So you want to just make sure you have that down and that everything's respectively well there, guys. And like I said, it's a success will come as the experience continues to get better and you guys get better at what you got to do. That's how it goes. You'll get better one step at a time as you continue on, respectively. So that's just how it goes, guys. And you just want to make sure you do that. Shout out to all the agents that ran with me here. It's always fun, always good. It was a good run, obviously. But as far as exotic drops, the game can do a lot of work on that, as you see level floor 33 cleared there. Respectfully cleared there, guys. So you're seeing it right there, guys. And what I'm going to go ahead and respectively do, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys listen to the rest of this, guys. It's been a great commentary session, but I want you guys to be able to just watch the Summit and see how I'm moving, what's going on, and just take note of what's happening. And just know that, if you watch it well enough and understand it enough, run it enough, you'll get to the point where you start learning. Do not go to like a legendary mission and start totally trying to learn all the mechanics there, guys, as you're on the mission. You want to do all that in here before you do it, guys. You got to kind of look at it as amateurs. Like, say if you're doing a type of sport, a type of fighting combat sport, there's amateurs or whatever it is before you get to the professional. I mean, a lot of people that do well in the amateurs and they have a lot of experience there, they do very well at the professional level a lot of times, most likely than not. So it's always good to hone your skill. Just get it as polished as you can get it, guys, so that when you're ready to take on that mission, that legendary mission, that professional fight, you have all the skill set and the level and you're ready to go. Like, you're ready to bring it. And that's how it goes, guys. That's how I'm able to run those missions all the time. It's just for me doing this in the past. I take people through all this stuff now, help them out with it. I know how it is, guys. Oftentimes at the time I was doing it, you wish you had people that could just show you stuff, but everybody plays different, guys. That's the thing. I'm going to say that. I'm going to close that out with this. I'm going to say it like this, guys. Use a build that you're most comfortable using. If that build is weak, definitely get that build up, put attributes on it, and get it up to the point where it's strong enough to be able to hurt legendary enemies, and stick with that build and use that build to run legendary, which you're most comfortable. Don't switch your build up because you're seeing me or you're seeing some other content creator run with a certain build and you're thinking, hey, if I use that, it's the same. It's totally not, guys. Been there, done that. Everybody runs differently. You do not want to try and adopt somebody else's build because that's how they run. That's how they do things. It is what it is, which I understand. That's why they come out with a plethora of builds, because they're trying to, you know, touch on something that tickles everybody's fancy, of course. What works best for you, which it does make sense, guys. You're supposed to use what works best for you. So that's just why at times I don't show builds, guys. If you want the build, I can definitely put that stuff in chat and all that, but it's just not going to help you have success in the mission just knowing the build, guys. So, but you want to make sure you have a build you're comfortable with. That does matter. That definitely matters so much more than people are thinking. So like I said, that's why a lot of people wipe at times. But as I said, guys, as we're approaching the elevator here, level 33, going to 34, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here. Life's a game. Back once again, guys. It was fun doing this commentary. Just showing you guys a little summit, 4 Directive Legendary Summit with some random agents, guys. Just showing you that you can also get this stuff done. You just got to be all on the same page and just know what's going on. And, you know, just keep working at it, guys. It's nothing better than finding a group of agents that you guys could all eventually become friends and just work towards key goals. I sure do miss those days when this game was brand new like that. But you know what? What's there to miss when I'm even at a better peak than I was back then? So, like I said, guys, it's just fun, you know, taking some PC players through it. It is what it is. For you console players and stuff, if there was crossplay, you know, it would be cool as well. But like I said, maybe Division 3 implements that, guys, respectively. But nonetheless, guys, as we are heading up to floor 34, life's a game. Take care. I shall see you guys. And also, I'll have a lot more live streams coming. Whether I have one the day I upload this or whatnot is another thing. But there'll be more live streams coming, guys. We're going to be getting all that stuff done. Don't want to jump the gun and say anything right now because there could be a stream before I even upload this video. So we shall see you guys nonetheless. Take care, guys. Know that I'm still around. I might not be uploading as much due to IRL obligations and whatnot. But just know that I'm still around, guys. And this is still my passion. And you better know that I'm going to continue to come with it, guys. It might not be consistent at times due to, like, you know, life. It happens. But, you know, guys, there's always an up, always a down. And consistency always comes, guys. Always comes. Okay, so before I go out, though, guys, I believe we had a rogue encounter here, so I will take you through this. I gotta speak on this one as we're respectively getting into this. So you see us here, guys. Random agents, 4 directives, legendary mission. So how many rogues? Let me see. That's like 2 right there. There's 3. How many of them did they give us, guys? I think they gave us like 5 or 6 of them. Okay, so this guy's coming in right here. I was telling him just to light this guy up, guys. The thing with rogues, I was telling him to back up. You want to be able to back up from these guys and hit him where you can hurt him. And you see how he's trying to get on the left of us, guys? This bastard's trying to get on this side because he knows he's trying to let his enemy, his team come through the side door. So I was telling one of my agents, hey, watch that door. And 3 of us kind of get him, light him up, because one of those guys are going to try and run through there if we don't. So we watched the door. We ensured that none of them guys came in. We had an agent on the door. GG's. That's what you want to do. You know, obviously watch the mini-map at the door. And we got that done, and we took him out, guys. So like I said, it's not just your build, it's the way you run. You have to know the know-how. You have to see what the enemies are trying to do on you, and you have to be able to react to it fast, swiftly, guys. And that's also where the build comes in. Okay, so wait, we killed one of them, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. They gave us like 5 rogues, guys. That's crazy. This game was out to get us. We had the directives obviously on. We were at a disadvantage, so it's like these guys were like really, this game was really trying to hone in on me here, guys. It was really trying to kill me. It does it a lot. But yeah, this mission, yeah, it's interesting, guys. It's always fun though, but I say it like this, guys. What better way to figure out how well your build is or how well it works than against one of these guys? If you can melt one of these guys, or you can do really well damage on these guys, I guarantee you whatever build you're using, as you see me hurt him here, whatever build you're using is decent enough. It's definitely great. And I could tell you one thing, it'll definitely shred enemies in Legendary and missions. It'll be able to, I don't know if it'll shred fully all the way, but it will give them like a lot of damage. Hell, I'll go ahead and say it, guys, it'll shred them. Like if you can shred Legendary rogues with a build, then that build is lethal as hell, and it will shred Legendary enemies even faster. So I was telling these guys here, just watch it. Took both of them out. I was telling them, don't get too antsy. Let's just kind of... let's chill back here, fight them, let them come to us. I was telling them there's absolutely no reason to rush, as I'll respectively tell you guys right here too. There's never a reason to rush, guys. Totally never a reason to rush. You always want to keep your composure. That's why I say patience, distance, and focus, guys. You're seeing all 3 on display here. This is how you want to fight these guys. And at the same time, I was telling them, watch this right side of the door. Because as we're shooting this guy, it's kind of like watch my left hand while my right hand gets ready to slap you. Or do an extreme backhand or whatever. And it's like you're just watching the left. So it's like you want to make sure you're watching that right hand. Because that guy will come over, sneak right past here, come up right in the door. No one's seeing him. Blindside us. Take me out if I'm not careful. Take the other guy out. And then it's just a wipe from there. The other rogue will start pushing in. It'll just change that fast. So I was telling them, just keep there. As you guys saw me already switch to my Autobotos, as I have it now here. That saying I almost kind of ran out of ammo, guys. And I was sitting there like, okay, so what am I going to do? I'm sure there's like bullets there, like in areas, but I was like, you know what? When there's rogues there, I don't want to take my eye off of them. I was telling my team we could kind of move up a little bit here, just be cautious. There's only 2 of them. They're backing up on us, guys. Notice now. They realize that we took the other guys out. They're backing up a little bit, but they're still very lethal and still very lethally dangerous. I was telling my team, so I was like, just watch it for their explosives, everything they're doing. Is that another one on the side there? Hold on, or is that just another enemy? Yeah, guys, they gave us like 6 of these guys almost, because we took another one out. That's crazy. 1, 2. We took out 2, and there's still 3. So 3, 4. No, there's 5. They gave us about 5 of them, I'm assuming. That's crazy, guys. Could at least gave us 1 per character, like 4, but they pushed that over. They're like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and give you 5 of them, and we know you have 4 directives on legendary. So you're seeing it here, guys. You're seeing it here. You want to keep your composure all the time whenever you have these type of fights. There's just a way you got to go about fighting it. And I was telling my agents here, it's not just your build. If you try and just brute force it like heroic, these enemies will put you down like nobody's business, like faster than water coming out of a sink. They'll like down you quick. So it's like the lightning flash sometimes. So it's like you got to just make sure you know what you're doing. As you see us taking this guy out, guys, and respectively, we got that guy out. We got another one up here. So I'm assuming it was 5 guys. I might have been 6. I don't know, because it's like it seems that there's like a lot of these guys were taken out. So this is the last legendary 4 directive rogue guy right here, guys. And we had no modifiers, nothing like that. And we rogue encounter complete, guys. Took all 5 to 6 of these guys out. Took all 5 of them or 6 of them, however many it was. It was quite the number. We took them out, though, which ultimately could only come by us being patient, distant, and focused, guys. Patience, distant, and focused. That's the name of the game, as I always say. So on that note, guys, as we took those rogues out and you saw that action inbound. And on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and allow this respective video to go ahead and play out for all of you hardcore fans that want to watch the rest of it or the rest of what the video has to offer. The rest of the 20-something minutes left. You can go ahead and do that, guys. This is where the commentary, however, will conclude. I highly appreciate all of you guys joining in. Do not blink, do not wink, guys. I always like to say, follow my Twitter X channel. I cannot say it enough, guys. Got a lot more fire coming. This September, we got 3 live streams. Chronos, the New Dawn, obviously, being the one that I'm currently working on right now. But I got 2 other ones, guys. You want to know what those 2 other ones are? Outside of Chronos and New Dawn, go ahead and go over to my Twitter X. This is Division 2 right here, guys. I'm going to be getting more into this. I'm trying to get that Tempest to drop. I'll eventually end up getting that at some point, guys. I can guarantee you that much. Unfortunately, it didn't happen in this run specifically, but we did get agents. As I said before, I did get the St. Elmo, so that's always awesome sauce. Anytime we can get agents, I end up getting that exotic they've always been respectively striving for. It's always fun, guys. So do not wink. A lot more content coming, guys. I promise you that. As you always know, I might be down for a second or slow down for a moment, but I always come back, guys. This is my passion. This is what I live to do. I love doing what I do, guys. So like I said, I'm going to always be bringing content, although it might be slowed at certain times due to IRL obligations. But like I said, guys, stay tuned. Life's a game. Take care, guys. GG's, and I hope this video serves you well and you learn some key legendary aspects through it, guys. GG's.
push back in. One pushed up. Got him. Cleared. He's on. We got somebody throwing nades up there. Nah, I just got nades. Dead. A big ass radius, bro. You can't even dodge that. Right here. I got her. Got the L-box. One pushing.
Taking out the drone.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. He's broken. Yeah, the robot in front.
System curtailed.
I'll push back a
System
little.
reactivated.
Broken armor. Same here. I didn't see it. What is it? Can you just say it? Life's a game. Yeah, I seen it. Want to stay back there?
System. System disrupted. System restored.
Jesus Christ, he's spamming that. He's like a dog.
Make them stay down this
Only 2 million damage. To the fucking head. To the fucking head. Want to get you to a checkpoint or what? Is 37 your checkpoint? I'm saying, is it gonna save you up here or is it gonna take you back down? It gotta say checkpoint or some shit. Yeah, I just shot him. One climbed up. Thank you for that headshot. For that headshot. Seen it sniped. Gave me beat for 1 second. This shit is weird. Yeah, I'm watching, brother.
An agent needs assistance.
Focus the name target. Lieutenant in the middle. Got it. It's coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Lieutenant coming up. He jumped down, he jumped down. Lieutenant is out.
An agent needs assistance.
Stop for the drones. There you go. Hope it's not exotic pretty soon. Not going to 37?